Struggling against a run of inconsistent results while the fear of relegation lurks like a shadow in the fixture list, Ferdy and Ginola might yet dream of the days when everything in black and white made sense. Now their former mentor turns tormentor as Kevin Keegan takes Fulham to Tottenham for the third round of the FA Cup. Match of the day, tomorrow at 10 on BBC One. It might be Keegan, and it could be Gross.
The Antiques Roadshow pays a visit to Christ Church College in Oxford in 5 minutes on BBC One, where the discoveries are getting curiouser and curiouser. Now on BBC One, a special weather report with David Lee.
Good afternoon to you on a very stormy Sunday afternoon. Damaging winds across many southern and southwestern parts of the country, interrupting power supplies and of course also television broadcasts. Now here are some of the gusts that we saw earlier on this afternoon across the southwestern parts of England. The peak here was about an hour or so ago and these winds are now dying down, but as you can see in excess of 100 miles an hour. But the stronger winds are now moving further east. Within the last hour we've seen gusts 60 to 70 miles an hour across the southern part of the Midlands, and these will be moving further eastwards over the next hour or so. And we're not alone. Also northwestern parts of France being battered by very strong westerly winds. Now on the satellite picture you can see this swirl of cloud. That's the area of low pressure which has been responsible for the strong winds, and it's this particular area here, this hook of cloud, as that sweeps eastwards very quickly, that's when the strongest gusts arrive. There's the rain we saw this morning, but it's this curl of cloud here which has been pushing eastwards very quickly across the southwest, which has been responsible for these strong winds. The low itself will move away, but we're also watching another area of low pressure in the Atlantic here, and that could give a sort of repeat performance for tomorrow, but I hope the winds won't be quite as strong. But for the rest of the afternoon and into the evening, more strong winds across East Anglia, the Midlands, and possibly also northwestern parts of England, the direction here from the northwest of the Irish Sea, but they'll be moving away, so by the end of the evening most places will have much lighter winds. But that warning for severe gales for northern England and East Anglia through the afternoon, other parts seeing a steady decrease in the wind really over the next few hours. In fact, those decreases of the wind could give some icy patches across Scotland. But that's not the end of the story, because more wind and rain will arrive in the southwest by the end of the night, and those gales are going to be pushing their way steadily eastwards as that small area of low pressure moves across the Midlands, I think. The strongest winds tomorrow through South Wales and the southern parts of England, but as I say, they shouldn't be quite as strong as the nasty winds that we've seen this afternoon. More details in about an hour. Bye for now.
A good interviewer's got to be a good listener. Muhammad Ali would be the most remarkable human being I've ever met.
You're not as dumb as you look.
I love interviewing comedians. I couldn't do a series of talk series without Billy Connolly. Probably the reason why we've come back, or been asked to come back, is it's about time that we went back to where it all started. We've got three very good guests on the first show. We've got Paul Merton, who's somebody I admire tremendously, Sir Anthony Hopkins, who's had an extraordinary career as a film star, and Barry Manilow. Good turn, Barry. Good singer, good song.
The Master returns. Parkinson, Friday at 10:20 on BBC One.
My remit here is to protect Britain's interests. That includes protecting her reputation as a just nation.
Mrs. Harriet Smith is the new British ambassador to Ireland.
I'm scared you'll end up like Dad.
That was Beirut, this is Dublin. It never happened here.
New drama for the new year. The Ambassador begins tonight, 9 o'clock on BBC One.
Entering another priceless wonderland now on BBC One, the Antiques Roadshow.
This week we've brought the Antiques Roadshow to one of the oldest and greatest cities of learning in Europe. We're in Oxford, described in Matthew Arnold's famous phrase as a sweet city of dreaming spires.